swollen rivers and the late arrival of a set of tents are the main issues that the Electoral Commission's had to deal with on the first day of special voting. Let's go to the Eastern Cape now. Our reporter there is Jayed-Leigh Paulse. So Jayed-Leigh, good evening to you. What's been the situation? What have you seen there today? How's it been going so far?
Good evening to you, Stephen, and to the viewers back at home. Well, despite inclement weather, we did see people go out and vote here in the Eastern Cape. Just looking at Nelson Mandela Bay Regional went very, very smoothly. We went and we visited quite a lot of the voting stations to see how it was going, and it was very smooth. There was a bit of a hiccup at Lawson Brown High School where several of the boxes, the voting boxes that arrived, were not actually designated for Lawson Brown High School. There was a serial number on it, and that was actually for another area. So that was a bit of a hiccup for Lawson Brown voting station. But the IEC has come out saying that this was not actually a big problem for them, but rather that the IEC officials did not actually listen to instructions. And then also at Wellington Estate, we also visited a tent there. Things went very smoothly. So in Nelson Mandela Bay region, things were really, really smooth. There weren't any major incidences. But just looking at the rest of the Eastern Cape province, my colleagues have been reporting from the Ginsberg area, which is King Williamstown. There was a protest there which saw 5 men being arrested. They were burning tires. They blockaded the road. So her report was saying that these men have indeed been arrested. The police have also confirmed, and she's been tracking that story for us. But then also looking at the Qumbu area, the N2 going towards Kokstad, there was another protest there. Blockaded men, 6 men blockaded that road as well. Commuters could not pass through, and they were subsequently also arrested. And then moving on to Port St. John's, our reporter Zimkita Manganana has been speaking to communities there, asking them, are they going to go and vote as well? You would know, Stephen, that area experienced flooding over the Eastern Cape, the Easter weekend, and it must be very difficult for some of the communities to actually go out and vote there. Mazeppa Bay also had an incident where flooding was occurring there as well, and there was a bridge that was washed away. 3 of the special voters could not get to the vote. The IEC said they could not get to those 3 people, and they are looking at contingency plans as to how they're going to try and get to them. I know that they are in talks with disaster management, and the officials are going to try and visit those people tomorrow. So there has been several incidences in the Eastern Cape, but nothing really major, no damaging of ballot boxes. There's no reports of that. But for now, on day 1 of special voting, pockets of incidences here and there, but everything seems to be rather flowing and going very, very smoothly. Stephen.
Jayed-Leigh, I see you have some fans behind you, but does it look as if everything's ready for Wednesday? Does it look, if it's gone so smoothly today, that'll continue through until Wednesday?
That's very true, Stephen. Well, I suppose that tomorrow will be the second day of special voting. Our team is ready to get on the ground and go and visit some of the hot spots here. Lerato Tipo will be out as well, speaking to some pregnant women, because you would know that special voting is all about those that cannot get to voting stations. Those are going to be visited by IEC officials. So she'll be on the ground for us as well. We know Zelani Moya is in Cradock as well. Viaporti in King Williamstown, she'll also be covering that. Yanga Funani as well as Zimkita Manganana, bringing you guys the latest from the Eastern Cape province. So far, no major incidents except those protests in Qumbu as well as the Ginsberg area. And then obviously there's only 1 voting station in the Eastern Cape that did not open today, and that is the Mahoba Junior Senior Secondary School in Qumbu as well. So it remains to be seen whether that voting station will open tomorrow, but I'm sure the IEC will confirm with the reporters on the ground.
Jayed-Leigh Paulse in the Eastern Cape. Thank you very much indeed. Really do appreciate it. Let's move across.